A very warm good morning to all of you. Class 4. This is our moral science period and we have completed our chapter number 4, that is the face of God, in which we have read the story of a mother and her child Ramu, in which we have completed this and I have dealt you the exercise also. And yesterday I had sent you the PDF of the exercise and even I had sent you the PDF of this question answer, in which question number 2 I have told you to write yourself on your own words. Means, should you get angry when your mother scolds you and why? So this experience is different of everyone. You feel something else and the other student may feel something else. That's why I have given you this question to write yourself about your experience, what you feel when your mother scolds you. After that, question number 1, 3 and 4 answers I have given. Only this I have told you to write on your own about depending upon your experience and your feeling. Let's start today next chapter of ours of moral science, that is serve the poor. And this is the last chapter of our first term syllabus. As you must have got the syllabus also, our syllabus for moral science of first term is chapter number 3, 4 and 5, that is healthy living, the face of God and serve the poor. Now, serve the poor. What is the moral value of serving other? If somebody needs something and you give him without any expectations, without any demand in exchange of that, that is kindness. What your heart feel, what you feel inside, that you are doing in front. So let us read the chapter. Children, we should help the poor people. Poor means who really need, the needy people. Poor people are the people who have very less money. They have limited means, thus they are unable to live a decent life. Decent life means even whatever is needed to lead a life properly, that need and that thing also they are not getting properly. They are laborers, watchmen, cleaners, masons, servants, etc. Why? Because they earn limited money, less amount of money, which is not sufficient for their living and to live and to lead their family members. They earn a very little amount of money. Now, think about the farmers or the revelers. They do hard work for the whole day and at the end of the day they only get a few rupees. If they become ill for a single day, they do not get any money that day. This means they and their families have no food that day. Means they earn in daily basis. If today they are working, they had work today, so for today they got the money. The laborer means who get daily wages according to per day basis. The days in which they become ill or they are unable to work, on that day they are not getting any single penny. So think about them, that if they are not getting sufficient money to lead their family, what is their condition? Owing to their little earnings, They are unable to arrange enough food and clothing for themselves and their families. Some of these people do not even have a house to live in. See what the pathetic condition they have when they don't have even roof on their head to take a peaceful breathe. Think about them. Think that we should thank God. Whatever we are getting, we should always thank God for that. That, oh Almighty, we are so thankful to you that you have given us a good life, a house, we are going to school, we are getting 3 times meal a day. We should pray to God. We should thank God. And at the same time, we should have a kind heart with us, that if we should help needy people, whatever small we have, from that small also, if we can share a small amount to the needy one, that is a very big, you can say it, karma. Your work, your kindness. These poor people need love. You love yourself, your family and your friends. You even love your pet animals that you have at home. Then why cannot you love and show affection towards these poor people of the society? You can make them feel happy by helping them. Means, if you are really very happy, suppose it is your birthday, you have arranged a grand feast, a grand party in your home. If that party give you happiness, give happiness to your family, your friends, why can't you go in the morning and give some fruits and eatables to the needy one, to the poor people? Do that one time, my dear children. I request you. It is your birthday or the day which is very special to you. Do this once. Visit the near one houses who really need. There is a colony, they live in a colonial type. Visit there. Or you can go to any ashram. Visit there. Share your happiness with them. Give them something to eat. Give them some clothing. And I am telling you, children, you really feel very peaceful inside your heart. You will really feel very happy and very peace and very, I can't expect that feeling in words. That feeling is not to be explained in any words. That is internal peace that you get. How we can help them? Give them food, money and clothes. Whatever you really feel and you can give, help them with that. Offer them jobs. Give them a place to live. If you have enough place, if you have some house like that, if you can give them, provide free medical aids to them. Even you can do that. You can also offer them free education to their child, to their children. You might have read about Mother Teresa. We all know about Mother Teresa, the angel of mercy, the lady with a golden heart. She always helped poor without any expectations of return. She helped. the angel of mercy. Mother Teresa is known as the angel of mercy. She helped the poor people living in the slums of Moti Jheel in Kolkata. She set up a missionary home for the poor people where everyone was treated equally, irrespective of his religion or caste. And one more thing I want to tell about Mother Teresa. In her missionary, in her orphanage, a number of girls are there. And once our Miss Universe, Sushmita Sen, she visited and she met her. And she asked, Mother, here the girls are more than the boys. What is the reason behind that? And she answered her very nicely that the boys had been adopted by some or the other, and they left these girls, these jewels for me. They are my jewels. She treated all of them equally, with equal love, equal care, without any religion or caste. Our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi, wore only a dhoti. Why? Why he wore only a dhoti? One day a girl went to visit the Sabarmati Ashram. Sabarmati Ashram is in Gujarat. She was surprised to see Gandhiji sitting with a bare chest, wearing only a dhoti. She went up to him and asked, Bapu, you are so famous. Why do you always wear only a dhoti? You know, she had gone to do her his barrister degree from there, from South Africa. But he wore only a dhoti. I would like to gift you a shirt, this girl said to Gandhiji. At this, Gandhiji replied, Little child, when I have so many brothers and sisters without proper clothing, then how can I wear a shirt? His words of these so many brothers and sisters means our countrymen, all Indians whom he treat as his own brothers and sisters. The girl asked again, Bapu, who are your brothers and sisters? Bapu replied, all the poor people of my country. My countrymen's poor peoples who are unable to wear all these shirt and all enough clothing, then how should I wear a shirt? Such a great man was Mahatma Gandhi. So, love the poor and you will find a place for them in your heart. The more you love the poor, the more happiness you will have. Help the poor and God will help you. This is the thing. When you help somebody without having expectation, any return, that God is there, who always watching all of us, all our work, all our deeds, what we are doing in our life. If you are doing really very good deeds, one day or the other, you are definitely going to get a very big surprise from the God side. And you will really feel happy that day that yes, there is a God Almighty who is really there, who is watching to all of us, that what we all are doing. So children, help the poor and feel that happiness of beyond limitless. Read till here this chapter again and we will start the story next week. I have given you the question answer of chapter number 4. Write that and start learning question and answers, as in the first week of August we are going to have our online first term exam. The story of this chapter we will read the next week, means next Saturday, and we'll finish off our portion of moral science. Till then, take care and bye bye. Think for the needy one. God will definitely help you. If you help other, God definitely help them. Okay children, take care and bye bye.